Hello everyone, this is ACAT here, and welcome to the first ever episode of the MSMTuber tournament. So real quick, I just wanted to thank you all who came from the Wobble Vision for coming here and checking this out further. It really means a lot to me. But now, without further ado, let's begin. So before we begin, I guess I better explain a few things about the competition. So as you saw from the Wobble Vision trailer, there will be 6 teams competing, and each team will be making their own island. And each challenge, or each episode, will be for each team to make a fan-made monster for their island. Alright? So, the winning team of this competition, not just, this challenge, but, the entire competition. Each person on the winning team will receive a shout-out from Visca Gem, Wholesome Beamancast, Wubats, Astroshock25, Wogan Peters, and Flogpog. So, those are some pretty big names in the MSM community. Alright, so for this challenge, teams could make any monster they wanted to for their island. However, if they made their monster a relative of either an official monster or a never-fan-made monster on their island, teams will receive plus 1 bonus point per each judge's rating of their entry. Alright, so let's get on with this. And I will also be doing team introductions as we look at the submissions. Alright, so first up we have Team Fear's entry. Now, Team Fear consists of MSMTubers Chromatic, Julian, AP, and Jacob with AB. So this is Kraken. It has the elements of water, earth, and fear, and it is a crunchy relative. So let's take a listen of its sound. Alright, so my thoughts. I do really like both the sound and design, and I think the design represents the elements well. My only problem with the design is that it feels like there's a lot of blank space, there's too much solid color, but I overall do really like this submission. Great job, Team Fear. Alright, so next up we have the Sketch Squad's entry. Now, the Sketch Squad consists of MSMTubers Adams, Draws, and Uras Gamer, also known as my singing boy in Discord. So this is Steel Vision. Now, Steel Vision is a single elemental with the element of metal, and it is not a relative of any other monster, I don't think. Alright, so let's take a listen. Alright, so my thoughts. So the sound does sound a little bit incomplete, but I'm just going to trust the songwriting process here, I like the design. My only problem with it is that it looks like it would be the single elemental for it looks more like it would be the single elemental for a cyber element or something to me, But overall, still, really good job on the Sketch Squad. I really do like this. Alright, so next we have Team's entry. Yeah, Team. So, Team consists of MSMTubers Travis Chicken Coop, V11 Monsters, and Miss Axolotl. So this is Dragonfilled. So it's a humbug relative, and its elements are air and swamp. So let's take a listen of its sound. Alright, so now, of course, my thoughts. So, I like this submission, but I do think there are some flaws with it. So, first off, the sound. Now, look. Here, again, I'm just going to trust the songwriting process here. Again, but it doesn't really sound just listening to the sound by itself. It doesn't really feel like it can stand on its own, if you know what I mean. And I like the design, and I think it's kind of goofy. I just wish for more monster-like features, because it almost looks too much like an actual dragonfly. To me, at least, But overall, I still do like this submission. So, good job, Team. Good job. Alright. Honestly, good job to everyone. Here. Because all these entries are really good. Alright, so next up we have Team Money Mouths of Team Money Mouth Emoji's entry. So this team consists of MSMTubers Bleebo Bloop and Sparkles the Unicorn 58. His YouTube is Floof23. Alright, so this is bands. It's a conga relative, and it has the elements of plants and cash. Yes, cash. Cash element. But anyways, let's take a listen of the sound here. Alright, so my thoughts once again. I really like the design and sound. My only problem is that the sound, it sounds like it could get a bit repetitive. But hey, again, I'm just going to trust the songwriting process here, but that is a concern that I have. But overall, I really like this monster. I mean, I do. So, great job, Team Money Mouth Emoji. Alright, so next up we have Team Oonga Boongus' entry. So this team consists of MSMTuber Spacey and Count Clackula. So this is Plugadum. It's an ancient pummel relative, and it has the elements of water, psychic, and prehistoric. Alright, so let's take a listen of its sound. Alright, so once again, my thoughts. Alright, so I absolutely adore this design. I just love this design so much. And I think the sound is pretty good. I just think I'm going to need the context of the song to, maybe appreciate it a little bit more, But, overall, great job, Team Oonga Boongus. Really. Alright, last but not least, we have Asteroid Adams' submission. So Adams is actually not on a team, although we still call Asteroid Adams the team because he's basically the equivalent of a team. But he said he'd prefer not to be on a team and just do this whole thing by himself, because it works best on his own. So we just let him do this whole thing by himself. All right. So for a submission, behold, Chest and High. So it's a Catalyt's relative, and it has the elements of light, fairy, and strange. All right. Now let's take a listen of its sound. Wow. When I first saw this entry and listened to its sound, I was genuinely blown away. Dare I say this, but this might actually be one of my favorite fan-made monsters ever. Really. Truly. First off, the design, artistically, is just amazing. But then the sound, and this is in Sparky's words, Sparky, not only does it sound amazing on its own, but it also sounds like it would manage to blend a song, hold the song together, and somehow also stand out all at once. So honestly, amazing job, Adams. Alright, so we have seen 6 entries, all of them very good. Genuinely, each and every single one of them was really good. But of course, only one team can win, and another team must be eliminated. Alright, so first off, a winner. So, me and the judges have decided that the winner for this challenge should be Asteroid Adams. Yes. So, I'm sure a lot of you all could have probably predicted this from my feedback on this entry. But, seriously, probably genuinely one of my favorite fan-made monsters ever. Genuinely, it was amazing. It was genuinely amazing. So, great job, Adams. You should be really proud of yourself right now. You've won the first challenge of the MSMTuber tournament. So, fantastic job, Adams. Really. Alright. And now the team being eliminated. It honestly feels so surreal to eliminate anyone right now. It really does, but we have to. So, the first team that will be saying goodbye The first team that we will be saying goodbye to in this competition is Team. Being honest, I just feel like Dragonfield was a little rushed and, not as well thought out as it could have been. That's just my opinion, but I also feel like the design needed, more monster-like features, and the sound couldn't really stand on its own. So, though this makes me sad, we must say goodbye to Travis Chicken Coop, V11 Monsters, and Miss Axolotl, for now at least. Because at the end of the competition, one previously eliminated team will be chosen to return and compete once more in the finale. So basically, they get another chance. So who knows? Maybe we will see Travis, V11, and Miss Axolotl get in the finale. But for now, we must say goodbye to them, and I must say goodbye to you guys, because that's it for this week's episode of the MSMTuber Tournament. Alright, so episode 2 will premiere whenever the next Saturday is at 8 p.m. Eastern Time from the date this was uploaded, which should be April 1st. Yeah, April 1st. But anyways, so next week, teams will be challenged to make a monster which has something about it, with it AI generated. So this could be a sound, design, or monster concept. We'll also have Wholesome Demon Cast as a guest judge. But that's for next week. And so for now, goodbye. I'll see you guys next Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time.